What's going on, everybody? It's the Hook Cam back again with another film breakdown. Today we're going to be taking a look at this Washington football team and really their surprising performance in week one. I did not expect them to beat the Philadelphia Eagles in week one. I don't think a lot of people did. And the Eagles are still kind of like that team that's removed a couple years from a Super Bowl, and you feel like they should still be competitive. And when they were up 17 on the Washington football team, I expected them to close the door and have it be done. But Dwayne Haskins, Rivera, and this cast that they have out in Washington found a way to get the job done. And it really made me sit there and go back, watch the film, watch his completions, watch his incompletions, and see what's going on out there in Washington. And is Rivera finding a way to save Dwayne Haskins' career? Because I think there was a worry, at least in my mind, that if the old coaching staff stayed there, that it would have been almost like a death sentence for him. Now, before I go ahead and dive into the rest of this video, if you could hit that like button, hit that subscribe button to my channel, The Hook Cam, that would mean the world to me. Pumping out content left and right. If you could also subscribe to Jackson Kruger Sports, I do a lot of work with him. I'm sure that this will end up on his channel. It would mean the world to both of us if you guys could hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. So, with all that being said, let's dive into Washington's performance on Sunday, as well as what Dwayne Haskins did that I liked, and really how Rivera set him up, I think, for success. Now, his numbers really quickly, because I know people like to talk about the numbers. 17 for 31, a $178, and a touchdown. Right now, not the most shocking numbers in the world, not numbers that are staggering. It wasn't like when I looked at Minshew's numbers and I was like, this dude went 19 for 20. Are you kidding me? But what I loved about what Rivera did is he simplified the game for Dwayne Haskins, right? And so this is the first clip that I show you guys. The second clip is the first play or his first pass from the game. But what I like about this, and there's such a beautiful simplicity to football sometimes, right? We have a corner that's playing 10 yards off. Run a slant. Just run a slant and hammer this slant. And that's exactly what Dwayne Haskins does. And this is, to me, I look at this and I say this is coaching, right? Because you have a concept dialed up on the front side, you motion your back that way, you're trying to get something working on this side. But you make the smart decision. If the slant's there, it's there. Go ahead, take that slant, hit that thing, pick up a first down, good to go for another day. Right? Maybe he breaks it. You know, everybody in the NFL is such a good athlete, you never know what could happen. But I just like that really simple coaching point. I love the fact that Dwayne Haskins delivers a good ball to him as well, right? Get that ball to Terry McLaurin, get him going early. It's a great ball, great catch, everything about it's awesome, and once again, I love the simplicity about it. Now, this is his first completion from the game, and I kind of want to dive into the logistics of this a little bit more. What this Washington team is doing is, again, they're selling this play fake going to the left for them, be down to the bottom of the screen for us. Now, Dwayne Haskins is going to roll to the top of this thing, and what the Eagles are going to do is they're going to drop into cover 3, and the Eagles really stayed in 3 basically the entire time. He's working with the back, that's why he's going this way, but they have that deep safety right here. There's your other corner. You get into that cover 3 look. Now, what this Washington football team, that's going to get tough. That's going to be tough for me to adjust to. What they do, I really like about this is they run this clear out with number 1. They have this dude make it look like he's running that deep out, but he shuts his route down early. And what that does is you're going to get this dude working over here just in case we get that deep comeback. And then, of course, underneath you got your tight end if everything else is shut down. But Dwayne Haskins is a really good athlete, man. And that's one of the things that you kind of forget, and that I kind of forgot too. It was almost seemed like he kind of faded into the background in that draft class last year. But I love the fact that they get him out of the pocket, get him moving, get that arm going early. This was the first completion for him, and it's kind of showing everybody, hey, this cat can ball, right? He's a good football player. He's ready to go. And now, once again, back to the simplicity part of it and why I really attribute a lot of this success in week 1 to Rivera is just the simplicity of it. This is stuff, and I hate to make the relation to a game, but this is stuff you'd see in a football game right here, right? Really simple, flat, slant combination. Okay? And once again, the Eagles aren't necessarily disguising what they're doing. This is 3 or it's man, right? And judging by how they play this, I would say that it's man. But once again, you just make this thing really simple, right? If this cat right here follows the flat, you're going to hammer the slant behind him, which is exactly what happens. It's an easy play, it's an easy completion, and it's building confidence for this quarterback who struggled a little bit last year. Here we go inside the 10-yard line. Once again, really simple play. And that's going to be the entire theme of this video. I'm sorry if I'm saying it a lot, but it really is the theme, right? All we're getting at Washington here is a really simple corner from their tight end, and we're threatening the flat with our running back. right? Now, the way that this is going to go is obviously their Eagles are in man, so somebody's going to run with that motion. They just kind of roll, basically. They drop this safety here, and they drop this safety down to take coverage for that if he goes into the flat, right? But they look to this back side of this thing, and we run that corner right here, and unless somebody follows with it, you're really just picking at this point. If this linebacker runs with the corner, then you hit the flat right now. If he runs to the flat, then you hit the corner, which is exactly what Dwayne Haskins does. Easy touchdown. And again, I think this game was a combination of a lack of defensive play calling from Philadelphia and a really simple and effective game plan from the Washington football team. With this play right here at Washington, once again, they're just going to stress the field vertically. I absolutely love doing stuff like this. I love seeing guys go bunch and seeing what they can do out of it. Now, what they're going to do here, just so we can kind of get an idea for this formation, for this schematically, is they're going to push across the field. They're going to run that crosser with their point man. And then with these two cats right here, all they're going to do is they're going to run fades, right? But they're going to stress it like it's a flat and then work upfield, almost like a wheel. And now what you're doing in a situation like this is you're stressing the corner, because you know that they're going to drop into 3, right? Philly did not run a lot other than 3 in this game. So we drop to the deep third here, we're dropping deep third here, and we're dropping deep third here. He's really just going to work to this curl flat area. But again, you just stress and you pick whichever guy the corner's not by. Right now, Dwayne Haskins, he could have hammered this guy right here on the outside. Maybe it's a little bit of a tougher throw for him. He's got to throw that in the bucket over the top. And again, once you put air on that ball, you leave a chance for this corner to read on it and make a play. So he decides to hammer the inside guy right now because he's got the space. I don't mind this throw. Some people might say it's a bad throw. I don't mind this throw. Again, he's making the decision. He's sticking to it. In the meeting room, maybe the coach is telling him, hey, you could hit this outside guy, but I like the fact that you threw this ball with authority. You hummed it in there, and it's a big completion for a good first down, first and goal, by the way, in this situation. And once again, one of the things that kind of fades into the background when we break down this game is the fact that this Washington team was down 17 early in the game. And in a lot of situations, I think that they roll over. But again, the coaching of Ron Rivera, I think, is making an extreme difference with this squad. So again, the simplicity of it, right? All that we're going to do with this play is we're running a quick play action. We're going to stress the field vertically with our 2 outside guys, and we're going to run a post into the middle of the field with our tight end. That's it. That is all that's going on here. Once again, if Eagles are in 3, right? So this dude's going to have to wall off number 2 in this situation, but he just works right around him, and it's a great ball, great anticipation from Dwayne Haskins. And again, he made smart decisions. He had a lot of incompletions, sure, but that's going to happen with a first and second year guy in the league, especially when it's a new coaching staff that's in and he's learning a new system. And then once again with this play, all that we're going to see is a slant-flat combination. They just get into it differently. They're starting 3-by-1, motion their tight end across the formation. He's going to be that flat guy, and then of course we're hitting the slant right over the middle. And again, the Eagles just didn't do anything to adjust to it, and that's what was so weird to me. This is like 3rd and 8, this play. This is 3rd and 8, tie ball game. I mean, this is a dagger of a drive right here. Not necessarily a dagger, but a game-winning drive for Dwayne Haskins, right? And we're playing off 8 yards with our corner. I just don't understand that, right? And again, yes, that is part of it, but at the same time, we look at what Dwayne Haskins, the struggles that he had last year. I think it's really, really encouraging to see him come from a 17-point deficit, go and win this football game is really, really encouraging, especially with a new coaching staff. This ball is on the money, good ball. A little bit behind, you can see where his hands are, a little bit behind in this situation. You'd like to see it on that upfield shoulder so this thing's catch and run and he's in the end zone. However, you like the fact that it's completed, first down, great confidence for this young quarterback. So anyway, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you found it informative. If you did, if you could hit that like button, hit that subscribe button to my channel, The Hook Cam, as well as the Jackson Kruger Sports. That would mean the world to both of us. Really, really interested to see what Dwayne Haskins and this Washington football team is going to do for the rest of the season. Really am, because if they can turn this thing around, and it'll be one of the coolest stories, man. This team that had so many bad apples in it, so many bad seeds, and they can go and turn this thing into a winning season when a lot of people didn't think they could, I think would be a really cool story. So I really do hope the best for this Washington team. Really interested to see what they can do from here on out. That's all I got for you guys today. I'll be back in the week with some more content, and of course next week with week 2 coming up, it'll be a lot of fun. So anyway, guys, hope everybody's staying safe, washing those hands, and I'll see you next time.